Attention now turns to Sydney's Royal Randwick for a massive 9-race card that features the Group 2 Villiers Stakes over 1600 metres. Stay tuned for my preview of the 2017 Inglis Villiers Stakes right here on Bevo B5 Productions. Hello racing fans, welcome to my preview of the 2017 Inglis Villiers Stakes. In this preview I'll go through the chances in some depth, the whole field and odds, the speed map, my tips and my roughie. So let's get straight into it. Red Excitement came runner-up to Winx in early September over 1600 metres at Royal Randwick. Came third last start in the Group 3 Festival Stakes over 1500 metres at Rose Hill. Has won 3 times over the 1600 metre trip out of 8 attempts. Is out of form, only placing in 3 of its last 10 races. Tester Shadow won the Festival Stakes last start, has won twice and placed in 3 out of 10 attempts over the 1600 metres. In its last 10 races, it has won 2 and placed in 4. Cabeza de Vaca has won 5 of its last 6 races, came 8th last start in the festival where it was the early leader but weakened in the last 200 metres, has won 2 and placed in 2 out of 5 attempts over the 1600 metres. Crack Me Up came 4th last start in the listed Brisbane Handicap over 1600 metres at Doobiton, has won twice and second twice out of 6 attempts over the 1600 metres, has only finished outside the top 4 once in its last 9 starts. 3 of those were wins and 3 of those were second place. First time to Randwick. Interlocutor has won its last 3 races, including last start in the Nov Topaz over 1900 metres at Rose Hill. It is undefeated at Randwick out of 2 attempts. One of them was over the 1600 metres. Clearly deserves to be favourite. Mr. Seawolf is a former Island horse that came second first up in Australia last start in the Festival Stakes. Has won twice over 1600 metres out of 7 attempts. 3 wins and 4 placings out of its last 10 races. First time to Randwick, has won second up before. Time now to have a look at the full field and odds for the 2017 Group 2 Inglis Villiers Stakes over 1600 metres on Saturday the 16th of December at Royal Randwick. The race gets underway at 4:20 p.m. Interlocutor is the favourite at $3.60. Mr. Seawolf is at $5.50. Crack Me Up is at $6.50. At $8.50 we have Cabeza de Vaca. Red Excitement is at $15. We then have South Sonic at $18. Hofgarten is at $19, as well as Tester Shadow, who was a last start winner. We then have Embley at $21. Mighty Lucky is at $23, as well as Federal. We then have Dark Eyes at $34. At $35 we have Gods in Him. And then last of all at $101 we have Destiny's Kiss. Someday has been scratched from the race. So that is the full field and odds. Time now to have a look at the speed map. No surprise to see Cabeza de Vaca the early leader. Red Excitement should be up around abouts as well. You can also see Tester Shadow up the front as well, and of course you've got Dark Eyes there on the outside. Probably will be up there as well with those horses. So that is the speed map. No surprise to see Cabeza de Vaca and Red Excitement taking the lead around abouts early. Okay, time now for my tips, and I think Mr. Seawolf, trained by Chris Waller and will be ridden by Kieran McAvoy, will win the 2017 Villiers Stakes. First up last start in the festival. It was actually its first run in Australia and it really impressed for me. It only just got beat by Tester Shadow. I think it's going to go one better in this race, and I think it is going to win. It doesn't have a bad record over the 1600 metres, and first time to Randwick, but I think it should do well. And as I mentioned before, it has won second up before, so I'm going Mr. Seawolf to win the 2017 Villiers Stakes. Second for me is Interlocutor, who has won its last 3 races. Comes down from 1900 metres to 1600 metres. Has a good record at Randwick. Should do well. It's second for me. I've gone Cabeza de Vaca, a Gay Waterhouse Adrian Bott trained horse, for third. Has won 5 of its last 6 races, which is pretty impressive. But of course it could only settle for 8th last start in the festival, where it did weaken in the last 200 metres. From a horse perspective and the trainer's perspective, they'll be hoping that it doesn't do that in this race. But I think it will do well. I think it will come third and come in the first 4 for me. And then I've put in 4th Crack Me Up, who has only missed out on a top 4 spot once in its last 9 starts. That's pretty impressive. So Crack Me Up is 4th for me. So that is my tips for the Villiers Stakes of 2017. And my roughie for this race is Tester Shadow, a last start winner of the Festival Stakes, who, of course, a lot of these other horses ran in that race too, who are in this field. It's won twice and placed in 3 out of 10 attempts over the 1600 metres. It has proven itself over the 1600 metres before. I think, if there's a roughie in this race that I have to pick, it's definitely this one, Tester Shadow. Time now to have a look at the race card for the 2017 Inglis Villiers Stakes Day. Of course, you can watch all the action on Sky Racing Thoroughbred Central and also Sky Racing 1. It's a cracking day. It's a 9-race card. There's a couple of listed races, as well as, of course, the feature being the Villiers Stakes at Group 2 level. It is going to be a really good day of racing in Sydney and at Royal Randwick. The first race gets underway at 12:40 p.m. The last race is at 5:40. Of course, the main feature is at 4:20. It's going to be a good day. Cannot wait for Villiers Stakes Day this Saturday. And that is it for my preview of the 2017 Inglis Villiers Stakes. A huge thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you thumbs up this video. Also comment down below your thoughts on the race. And make sure you share this video as well. Now, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all the other content I do on this channel. The best way to stay up to date with what's happening on this channel is by subscribing, so press that subscribe button. Would really appreciate that. And until next time, I'll catch you later.